What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Infinite Gains, and we're back again with another GME and AMC update video. So lock in. So first, I just want people to understand something. So I am gonna go over macro GME just so you understand some things, and then I'll go over shorter time frame GME and kind of wrap this all together. Also, I'm going to be going over AMC as well. I'm going to be going over Bitcoin, XRP, yes, all of that. And so I'll just preface this. I'm bullish on GME. I've been bullish on GME. So I'm going to explain to you the purpose of May move. What was the purpose of May move? Was to literally just break above the daily 200 and to achieve an uptrend. What do we notice about price pre-2021 move? We noticed that it was in a perpetual downtrend, and it was stuck under the daily 200 SMA this entire time. Price repeatedly got rejected in a perpetual downtrend. Now, what occurred whenever we broke the daily 200? Price is in a downtrend, and it breaks the downtrend. And what occurs after we break the daily 200 SMA? You achieve an uptrend. Very simple, like very, very basic stuff. Now, what occurs for the past 3 years? GME is in a perpetual downtrend under the daily 200 SMA. And what was the point of May? What was the entire point of Roaring Kitty coming back? Was to break this downtrend. This 3-year long downtrend was the entire point of May. And I'll show you something else that was the point of it as well. But very simply, it was to break the daily 200 SMA. That was the entire point of May move. And so, what did we achieve? What did price action achieve post May once the daily 200 SMA was broken? It achieved an uptrend. So that was the entire point of May. And what did you actually see in May? You saw your point of control. Where was your point of control? Your point of control was at 1520. Now, what did price do? It battled point of control multiple times, got rejected, bottoming pattern, comes up to your point of control. This is literally where price flags at the point of control and the daily 200 SMA. Price flags there, and you achieve your May move, right? And so what do we see currently? What do we see in current price action? We see a pennant. We have a clear downtrend and we have a clear uptrend. So what does price have to achieve? And I'll show you. This is what price has to achieve. We have our stochastic RSI pulled up with our MACD that is curling up. And we have our stochastic RSI in a range. So price is bouncing in a range with a consecutive uptrend over and over again. And so what happens when momentum shifts? Because when momentum will shift on a daily time frame, your MACD, stochastic RSI, and other indicators, and we go up to our weekly, and we see that our weekly stock RSI is in the bottom range, and our MACD on the histogram is curling up on our weekly chart. And we go back to our daily, and we can quickly delete all these brushes because we don't need them. So what will price achieve? Price will break the downtrend it will break the point of control at 24.54. So price will clear this downtrend. It will break the point of control. It will break our value area high. And once that is achieved, you are going to the moon. Once your value area high at 33 bucks and your point of control are broken, like, you will achieve moon status. And so that is what we want to see, and we found support on our 4-hour chart on our volume-based support levels, right? Stochastic RSI on the 4 hours in the middle range, so it's still fine. But the key point is, the whole point of what I'm saying is, post-May, price has been in an uptrend. And it's that simple. And it's that simple. Because you broke your point of control and you broke the daily 200 SMA, which was the entire point of May move. This was your resistance zone right here. If we just very simply draw this rectangle, this was your resistance zone with your daily 200 and your point of control. And so we draw our resistance zone on GME, and this is our resistance zone, right? And so this is where momentum will shift. But the point that I'm driving across, right, is that this right here is not this. That is the point that I'm driving across, because price is in an uptrend. Price is in a downtrend, right? And so you want price to maintain the uptrend. You do not want price to break down like this below, like, you do not want price to break below both its uptrend and its daily 200 SMA. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. It doesn't make any sense. I'm gonna be straight with you. It doesn't make any sense. And so, and I'll show you one more thing, right? Is because AMC at the same time hit the bottom of this channel. Yeah, like the channel that I drew in my OG videos that I haven't showed in a while. It hit the bottom of this channel, which was at the same time your value area low. And I'll be straight with you, I did not think that was gonna happen. I did not think that AMC would go that low. In my previous video, I did draw it as a possibility because you would have a perfect head and shoulders, right? So I mean, I did draw it as a possibility in my last video, but I mean, I'll be honest with you, I didn't think that it was gonna happen, and I think I even said that I didn't think that it was gonna happen in the last video, but it did happen. But it's fine, because this is a cue for us, right? This is kind of a moment where, wait a second, we're looking at AMC and, you know, it's severely oversold. It's hitting its value area low. It's hitting our channel. And what does AMC have to do? It has to clear this downtrend. Boom, downtrend. Boom, downtrend. And this is typical for AMC, because what do we see here? Price clears a downtrend, two downtrends, right? Because AMC clears both a macro downtrend and a shorter term downtrend. And so this is the goal for AMC, is to find support at its point of control. I mean, not its point of control, its value area low, but AMC would come up, break this downtrend, break this downtrend, break its point of control at 477, and this lines up with GME, because what did GME do? It came down in with, like, if we go up to the daily chart, it had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we'll say 6 reds, but technically 7 reds with one perfect doji. It's literally a perfect doji. Like, we had so many days red with 2 dojis on the bottom, while AMC simultaneously comes down ahead of GME, completes its structure at the same time that GME finds a higher low. So we have maintained our uptrend while AMC has created both its downtrends. And so that is the goal for GME and AMC. GME must clear this downtrend, and it must clear its point of control at 24 bucks for us to get excited. And AMC must clear this daily downtrend and this macro downtrend here for a perfect head and shoulder pattern. And this is, we have costs pulled up that I posted a while ago on my X, is that we found support, very simple, at our fib levels right here. And the idea is you'll bounce, you'll see resistance at this 3.618 extension. And I know it sounds crazy, right? Does this not look crazy? I know that you're at $7 right now and you're talking about a price target in the hundreds of dollars, but I mean, you look at this distance here, price started at 83 cents and was able to, that's 14,000%, my friend. That's 14,000%. So are we really that crazy talking about these price targets? Not really. Not really that crazy. And yeah, that's AMC GME cost idea. If we go over to Bitcoin, I do want to talk about Bitcoin as well, because yeah, so in a video that I posted a while back, we had this harmonic completion, right, to our PRZ zone. Boom, hit our PRZ zone. So we're still tracking that same idea, right? So our target would be this, right? Would be, let's pull up our cipher pattern here. Actually, we'll just redraw this and put it on the chart, just so you can see here, right? So your target would actually be this C, right? So this C, but this plays into our larger idea of this rounding top distribution. Now, again, that I've been saying over and over and over again, is that the confirmation is rejection from your daily 200 SMA on Bitcoin, because this is so important to price. This is so important to price. And because once you get stuck under and get a rejection, you're cooked, right? And then once you break up, you're in an uptrend. So the daily 200 for Bitcoin is very, very important. Now, sometimes it does fake out below it. It does create a fake out below, but I don't think that this is it. I don't think that this is a fake out, because you have SPY, and the DGI so overextended. The SPY and the DGI are so overextended that it's like, actually, we can quickly pull this up. If we pull up SPY, so we'll pull up SPY, we'll head up to our weekly chart, and then we'll overlay Bitcoin on top of it. And so you see here that Bitcoin either tops out at the exact same time that SPY tops out, or it tops out ahead of SPY. For example, here, well, actually, we made a new high here, but even then, it actually headed down ahead of SPY, right? So we have our initial top in the middle of a SPY uptrend. Boom, Bitcoin tops out. SPY is still in an uptrend. Boom, Bitcoin tops out. And then heads down after SPY top, which is here. So SPY tops out here while Bitcoin is already in a downtrend. And so do we have reason to think that for Bitcoin to pump, again and create a higher high, that's, much higher than this? Like, could you maybe reason that, like, we do something like this and come down? Maybe we'll talk about that in a second, but like, SPY would have to go to insane numbers. Like, it would have to go to crazy numbers for this to happen. And I don't know if it's possible. I don't know. Because, I mean, you're already seeing that SPY is overextended. You're seeing, okay, well, the Fed's pivoting already. So how much more do we have in the tank? And I don't know if you can justify another Bitcoin run at this point, because you've had this, for me, it's distribution for so long that your SMAs are stuck under your daily 200. So your 50, your 20, and your 100 SMAs are stuck beneath your daily 200 SMA. And so price would really have to take off from this point, because not only does it have to break the daily 200, but it has to bring the other SMAs with it above the daily 200 to maintain another uptrend. And so what did we see so multiple times? Boom, we came below, fake out above the daily 200, fake out above the daily 200, fake out above the daily 200, we slip below, boom, daily 200 rejection, boom, daily 200 rejection at this volume resistance area. And so my idea is, if we are able to get a rejection from our daily 200 here and finally break down below the C level, this is just distribution, because you would come down, retest your initial SI zone at 53K and get a rejection there and have a continuation while SPY heads down, right? And we can actually even pull up gold. I hope that my gold chart is still up. It should be under XAU. Yeah, no, it's actually under OANDA. It's under the OANDA chart. So actually it should be pulled up somewhere over here. Yep, nope, OANDA, XAU gold OANDA. Okay, I can't even find the chart. But you do see how Bitcoin is actually correlated to gold as well, because while gold makes a double top, Bitcoin tops out. So, and I think I showed that in one of my previous videos. I'll try and find this gold chart again, but we'll go ahead, and while I'm thinking about that, we'll go ahead to XRP. So I actually think XRP is correlated to Bitcoin quite a bit. And let me see here. We can actually go to this chart is fine, because we simply just have to look at the daily 200 on XRP, because we can quickly see, hey, this is a huge macro bear flag in XRP. Like, very simple. And we take the distance of this drop. We'll have to go to our settings, take off the extended right line, boom. And then we just take this exact line. We'll just make another one quickly here. We drag it down. Oh, we have, okay, well, that's a little bit too much, because I think it'll be more like in 20, right? Because I don't want to do the full distance. We can actually maybe decrease this a little bit, because I'm not that bearish, obviously, on XRP. But this is just a huge pennant. This is just a huge pennant. And price is going to break out of this much like it broke out. And I apologize, because I actually have this whole chart laid out. I just can't find it right now while I'm making this video. But it's literally just a pennant like this previous breakout, right? And so all you want to see is this fully play out to the downside, and then a breakout above this pennant, because it's just like this one, right? And this makes sense with the Bitcoin theory, because if Bitcoin drops, well, XRP is cooked as well, because it doesn't really show any signs of being an altcoin, right? It doesn't, because you could say, okay, well, Bitcoin dominance is dropping while altcoins push to the upside. I don't see that with XRP, right? So I don't see an XRP breakout before you see a Bitcoin breakout, right? So I think they are correlated. So yeah, that's Bitcoin and XRP. I am looking for a rejection. I mean, worst case scenario, because I do see that on the daily chart. I don't see that. I don't see the gas in the tank. I don't see the gas in the tank to bring you up to make like one more high and then dump. Now that could be a possibility, but whenever we look on the weekly chart, like, we're already turning down. We're already turning down on our weekly stochastic RSI, and we're in the majorly oversold territory, we go up to our monthly and we put on the MACD on our monthly chart. We'll just go ahead and put our MACD here, and we'll just look this up. So we'll go ahead and put it on the monthly chart. Your MACD is curling down on the monthly. Like, that's not good. Like, that's pretty crazy, right? And so it's like, you know, on a macro level, you know, how bullish can we actually be? How bullish can we actually be, right? So yeah, we covered pretty much everything that I wanted to talk about. And, you know, actually going into this weekend, I do want to make kind of some educational videos. I'm really not sure if we have enough time, or if I have enough time to do it. I will try, because I have gotten some comments that are like, you know, hey, go over harmonics. You know, how do they actually work? You know, what even are they, right? And I'd love to explain that for you guys, and I'd love to actually show how you could use it in trading, because there are a lot of misconceptions about harmonics, and there are a lot of people that, you know, kind of misuse them in different ways. So I would like to explain that. I mean, I'd like to explain a lot of these other tools that I'm using, and that how you could actually use them in your day-to-day trading. So I'd love to make a little series on that, where I kind of explain, you know, certain trading strategies, certain technical analysis tools, and things like that. So I will try to get that done, you know, within a couple weeks here. But we went over everything, and the best way to reach me is Discord. So hop in the Discord. You can @ me, and you have full access to me. I'll try to chart anything, try to point you in the right direction if you have any questions. I'm also on Twitter, like you see here. Right, so you can see my profile here. I am on Twitter, and I do make updates. I found the chart, right? I post all these charts on my Twitter, so you can see all of this stuff, right? And I do post, like, you know, trades, like here's Zoom, right? Zoom. Actually, I did want to check out Zoom. We'll check that out later. But anyways, that's the entire video. If you want to contact me, just @ me on Twitter, just @ me on x.com, @ me on Discord, and you have access to me, right? Because I love helping you guys out, and I love making content and stuff like that. So anyways, that's the entire video. To kind of sum it up, I'm bullish as hell on GME. Just kind of to sum it up, and I hope you guys come along on the ride with me. So anyways, that's the whole video, and peace out, guys.